Hello, my friend. Welcome back. Today is day 4 of our chakra challenge. I have loved practicing with you so far, and I'm excited to have you back today. So far, we've done the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. Today is all about the heart. The heart chakra is located at the center of your chest and is associated with love, compassion, relationships, and connection. So today's practice is going to be all about opening up this energy center through some gentle back bends, but also stretching the area behind the heart chakra. So lots of opening through the upper torso today. It's going to feel really good. I'm starting out in hero's pose, which is me sitting up on a block. I have a block underneath my seat on the lowest height setting. You're welcome to start in hero's pose with me, or you can also take sukhasana or easy pose, basically sitting on the floor with crossed legs. If one block is not enough, feel free to take 2 blocks underneath your seat if you have them. I've got a blanket under my knees for some extra cushion. I recommend for today's practice you have blocks if you have them, a blanket, and a pillow. Okay, blanket and a pillow I highly recommend. All right, let's get started. So find your comfortable seat either in hero's pose or easy pose, sitting through a tall spine, bringing the neck in line with the rest of the spine. So notice if your head is like jutting forward. Notice if you're kind of rocking back and the low back is rounding. Try to bring everything into a vertical plane from tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head, imagining that you were lining up the chakras in a long, beautiful vertical line. You can close the eyes if you like, or you can just soften the gaze down toward the floor. Today's practice, we're going to begin with Ujjayi breath, which is also known as whispering or victorious breath. So how we do that is we're basically going to breathe like we wanted to fog up a mirror or like we wanted to pretend to be Darth Vader. So like this. Go ahead and do that with me. Opening up the mouth, constricting the back of the throat slightly, and breathing like so. Great. Now I'd like you to do the same thing, but with the lips closed. Do you hear how it makes that Darth Vader / whispering like sound in the back of the throat? That's what we want today for this breathing practice. So go ahead and find your comfortable seat, close the eyes if you like, and then begin this Ujjayi breathing practice, creating this slight whispering or ocean-like sound in the back of your throat. The heart chakra, located in the center of your chest, is associated not just with love and the things of the heart, but also with breath. You notice this is also the location of your lungs. So breathing practices or pranayama, such as Ujjayi, is a great way to get energy moving through this energetic center in the body. So continue on with this Ujjayi breath. And if at any point the Ujjayi breath doesn't serve you anymore, feel free to return to just a normal breathing pattern. So now that we all feel a little bit like Darth Vader, it's time to move into our physical practice. So go ahead and come forward onto hands and knees. If you'd like your blanket under your knees for some extra cushion, please feel free to do so. And we're going to come into tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Now, we're going to focus specifically on the breath in our cat-cow practice today. But first, I want you to imagine that as you inhale to your cow, you're drawing the wrists backwards towards the knees and the knees forward towards the wrists. Notice how that feels. And then on your exhale, I want you to push your wrists forward and your knees back as you round through the spine. Do this one more time. Inhale, draw the wrists backwards and the knees forward, magnetizing them toward each other. And then exhale, press them away from each other, moving the wrists forward and the knees back. Good. Now this time on your inhale, come into that arching of the spine, wrists back, knees forward, lengthening your heart space forward. Inhale. And as you exhale, press away. Come into your cat pose. Now hold here, and then I want you to inhale in this cat pose, which feels like the opposite of what we should be doing. Feel the expansion in the back of your heart space. And then this time, exhale. It's going to feel weird to come to cow pose. Wrists back, knees forward. Hold here as you exhale. And then inhale into the front of your heart space, the front of your chest. Exhale, press the hands and knees away, rounding the spine, cat pose. And then hold here as you inhale. Inhale into the back body. Exhale to transition to cow pose, arching the spine, knees and wrists draw toward each other. Now inhale here. And exhale to round. Knees and wrists move away from each other. Once more, inhale here into the back body. And then exhale to move into cow pose. I know it feels funky. And then come back to a neutral spine. Beautiful. All right, next up, we are going to come into a modified half moon. So I want you to swing that right shin around so that it's pointing towards the right side of your mat, taking your left leg long. Bring the right hand underneath your right shoulder and lengthen the left arm up above, reaching towards the top of your mat. Find length in the side body here. Breathe into the side of your heart space. So imagine breathing into this space right here, the side of your torso, the side seam of the body. Find length and space while you keep the spine in one long, beautiful line. Beautiful. On your next exhale, let it carry you back down to tabletop. Let's switch sides. So swing that left shin around, take the right leg to the bottom of your mat, left hand under left shoulder as you reach that right arm up and over. Take a deep inhale, feeling the expansion in the side of your torso, filling up the right lung with air. Find an expansion and spaciousness here as you breathe. And then exhale to take everything back down to the ground. Beautiful. All right, the next pose we're going to come into together is puppy pose. So hips over knees, start to walk the hands forward towards the top of the mat. Maybe starting by coming down onto forearms, melting the chest and heart down towards the ground. Now you may be able to bring your forehead all the way down to the ground, or you might need something like a block or blanket to support you underneath your head so that you can fully release into this pose. See if you can find more length in the spine, more space. Take a big deep inhale. And then as you exhale, sigh it out. Once more, inhale. And exhale to sigh it out, melt the heart forward. Beautiful. Let's stay here for another 2 to 3 breaths. Seeing if you can breathe into both the front and the back body, the front and back of the heart space. And then on your next inhale, slowly and gently walk the hands in as we come back into our tabletop pose. All right, from this tabletop, walk the hands slightly forward, tuck the toes, hips towards heels, lift the booty up high to the sky for just a breath in downward facing dog. During that whole beginning sequence, I had to keep myself very calm as there was a spider literally crawling onto my mat to do some downward facing dog with me. And so I had to pause the recording so I could go handle the situation. All right, let's walk the feet towards the hands, coming into a standing forward fold. Let the spine be heavy, let the head be heavy. And then let's take a slow spinal roll up to come up to stand, stacking your spine over itself, coming to mountain pose. Great. All right, now from mountain pose, let's reach the arms up. And then I want you to imagine that your arms are like a funnel. Now this is going to sound woo-woo, but stay with me. I want your arms to feel like a funnel. And as you inhale, I want you to imagine that you're receiving light and space and breath right into the center of your heart space. That you're creating a reception point for the goodness of the world, the love that surrounds you. Just take a moment to receive this good energy through this funnel, through the funnel of your arms down into your heart space. Receive this love. Receive my love. Receive the love of yourself. Receive the love of your family. Receive the love of the universe, of God, whatever you believe in. Just take a moment to receive. Imagining that just like the Grinch, your heart is growing 3 sizes in this moment. Come to the top third of your mat. Exhale the hands in prayer through heart center. Fold over the legs. Head goes heavy. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins. Lengthen your heart space forward. And then exhale, fold, bringing your belly towards your knees or thighs. And then let's step back onto our knees. This is going to be our last posture before we move into Shavasana. So what we're going to do is called a moving camel. I really love this. It feels so good. And make sure it feels good in your body. So make any adjustments you need. If you feel really inflexible in back bends, it might be supportive to have some blocks by your ankles, some place for your hands to go. I'm going to show you what we're going to do first. So take that left hand down to the floor behind your left foot. Press the hips forward as you reach your arm up and over. If you're using the block, you'll take the hand onto the block, press the hips forward, reach that right arm up and over. The block gives you a little bit of height, so it's a little bit less intense, but it still feels really good. Okay, so we're going to do that. Moving to one side, go ahead and join me here. And then exhale, bring the hips down. Switch hands, right hand behind the right foot. Lift that left arm up and over. Press the hips forward and up. Exhale, left hand back. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down. Inhale, right arm up and over. Reach, create space. Exhale, down. Right hand down, left arm up and over, reach, and down. One more each side. And down, exhale, last one. Down, exhale, beautiful, awesome. Let's get ourselves set up for our Shavasana. So for this Shavasana, I would like you to have a blanket rolled up blanket, place it about about where your heart space will be when you lay down on your back, and then a pillow for underneath your knees. So get yourself set up with this pillow under your knees, and the rolled up blanket, I gotta roll mine a little bit better, is gonna go right under your heart space. So get yourself adjusted until you find this position. So your booty is on the ground, your knees are on the pillow, your rolled up blanket is beneath, right where your heart is, in your chest. And then the arms can be wherever feels good. Maybe you want to bring them out to your sides, maybe you want to bring them into a cactus shape. And this is a passive back bend version of Shavasana. Now, if this is uncomfortable for you at all, if it creates any pain whatsoever, just remove the props and come on down into a traditional Shavasana. I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose, and then open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Let your body release. Inhale, big deep inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Let your body get heavy. Let everything relax. Let your chest begin to passively open. Soften the legs. Find a heaviness in the hips and shoulders. I want you to imagine with me that you have this green, warm ball of light at the center of your chest, right at the location of your heart center or heart chakra. This glowing ball of light pulses with each breath, growing as you inhale, shrinking as you exhale. Spend a few moments with this visualization, this green ball of light, growing and shrinking, growing and shrinking. This ball of light represents a loving kindness. A loving kindness for yourself, a loving kindness for those you love, a loving kindness for those you don't love, and a loving kindness for the world as a whole. Next inhale, breathe in through the nose. As you exhale, I invite you to send your loving kindness out into the world with an intention such as, may the world be well, may the world be happy, may the world be at peace. On your next breath, I invite you to offer this loving kindness to those in your life that you love. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be at peace. On your next breath, I invite you to send this loving kindness to those in your life that you struggle to love. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be at peace. And then finally, on your next breath, offer this loving kindness to yourself. May I be well, may I be happy, may I be at peace. I'm going to leave you here, my friends, with my loving kindness to you, my friend. May you be well, may you be happy, and may you be at peace. Make sure you share your feedback on this class with me in the comments at the end of this video. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'm looking forward to exploring the throat chakra with you tomorrow. Namaste.